Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of News and Opinion. This episode, I'm going to talk mainly about the Democratic National Convention. And I did watch most of it. I watched it on PBS, um, both on over the internet and on my digital antenna TV. So I still have some form of digital antenna TV that I watch. Some of the kids were doing schoolwork, and wife was video conferencing. So on certain days, I watched the PBS um, station for the Democratic National Convention, and other times I watched it on my smartphone streaming live. So I want to talk mainly about that. I don't want to make this episode too long. I have like 4 pages of notes because I watched literally all 4 days. No, actually 6 pages of notes. But I'm not going to go over all of them. I just wrote them down so I can remember what made me cringe. Okay, cringe. So I'm not, you know, for one side or the other. I haven't cast my ballot. I haven't cast my vote yet. But I do want to hear from both sides. And that was the important thing. You got to listen to both sides. You can't be closed minded. So the two major parties are the Democrats and then the Republicans. So those are the major parties you're probably going to choose from. So I wanted to hear what the Democrats had to offer. And let me tell you, I wasn't really impressed. And so first, let me just talk about the build-up, the 4 days of build-up to Joe Biden. So the first day was the whole virtual convention was very strange. It felt like a very long Jerry Lewis telethon. That's what it felt like. It felt like 4 days of commercials. It was like an infomercial. Matter of fact, when I was upstairs watching it on the TV, my wife came upstairs and she remarked, she remarked that, "Wow, this is a long commercial." And I had to tell her this isn't a commercial. This is the actual DNC convention being, you know, live, and or it wasn't live. A lot of it was pre-recorded. Um, so I was watching it on PBS, and as they were broadcasting it, you could see that they were staging. There was a lot of staging, a lot of acting because you could hear you could hear I don't know what it is. I don't know what you call it, but you could hear someone say, "Okay, cue, go," and then the person, whoever the speaker was or the person talking, they had some moments of being live broadcast versus recorded broadcast, but you could see them like as they're smiling and they're getting ready, and then they start talking. You could hear the the people say, "You're a cue and go." You could hear that, and it was just strange to watch because there was a lag before and after the time when these certain keynote speakers went live on the first like 2 to 3 days, first 2 to 3 days. On the third and fourth day, they kind of got it down a lot better, and it was just strange to see it because you could see the staging, the acting going on. So that was the weird part, and the whole waving to an empty room. That was weird when Kamala Harris and Joe Biden were on stage. But let me go over some things that I didn't like, and I probably will not vote for Joe Biden, and it's because of these reasons. Um, all right, first of all, they talk about gun control right off the bat. That's a no starter for me. All right. Second thing they talk about is trying to right racial injustice. There's already laws, all right, regarding that. I don't believe that there's that much racial injustice that people talk about. And in fact, I don't think you can ever get rid of racism because everybody's racist. All right. Black people are racist, white people are racist, Hispanic people are racist, Asian people are racist, Indian people are racist, Native American Indian people are racist, Europeans are racist, Middle Eastern people are racist. We're all racist, and that's by nature. All right. We tend to our cognitive skills put things together that are the same or differentiates things that are different, and that is by design. We were able to survive through all these years, you know, passing down our genes to the next generation because of racism, or not racism, but cognitive skills. So right off the bat, I just don't see. It was a lot of cringe stuff, a lot of cringe stuff. Some of the cringe things that I saw was the wording of Black Lives Matter, the whole BLM kind of thing, and when I associate BLM with the recent riots and looting. That's how I associate BLM and Antifa all together. And if this is how the Democrats or Joe Biden is running on that platform, where they're hoping that BLM supporters, Antifa supporters are going to vote for them, that's what they're representing, the radical left. And I remember when Elizabeth Warren was the keynote speaker, the background when she's in a like she looks like she's in a elementary school classroom. You can see BLM off to one of the side. They kind of there's a lot of social engineering, a lot of social engineering. You, I think for the base of the Democrats, um, you are easily manipulated, easily socially engineered, uneducated and ignorant. I'm not saying you're dumb and stupid. I'm just saying you're uneducated and ignorant because I think they're going after votes for young and minority groups. And unfortunately, young and minority groups are often uneducated and ignorant. And I'm not saying they're dumb and stupid. I'm saying that they don't do their research and they don't understand the history of what's going on. And there's a lot of social engineering in this in the in the DNC convention that I saw. And then on a final note, this is my total conclusion. The buildup to Joe Biden was very lackluster, very uninspiring. Matter of fact, I thought this whole thing was an ad for President Trump. I mean, they talked more about Donald Trump, and they had more Republicans as keynote speakers on the first day. I thought I was watching the RNC convention at first, so I wasn't sure what was going on. And there was a lot of hate speech, a lot of hate speech. The speech was very hateful towards Donald Trump, and that seemed more in line with hate speech than anything inspirational. Uh, my total conclusion is they talked nothing about what they will do other than to outvote the current president, which is the whole point of having this election is to outvote the incumbent, right? If you're running against the incumbent, your whole point is to outvote the incumbent, right? To get them out of office and get you into office. If that's their whole platform, well, that's not really a platform. That's a given. I need to hear something that they're going to do. What are they going to do? And they talked a lot of nonsense, which I just don't see happening. I'm sorry, I just don't see happening. Gun control was a big thing. That's a no starter for me. I am not going to be voting for Joe Biden. Probably not. But I will be watching the RNC convention, and I'll do a video on that, and we'll see what they have to offer. Until next time, everybody, please like, comment, share. Until next time, bye bye.